Congratulations. I really loved this show. I was sold from the very beginning. It's such an intriguing show that was filled of initial, like straight away, some intimate scenes. Was there an initial hesitation when you read this script, and what convinced you to come on board?
Yeah, so in the script, the sex scenes are like very detailed and very, I would say, even more graphic than they actually are in the actual show. So yes, I was very, very scared when I got the first script. Even when I got the casting, I was like, oh my gosh, am I gonna do this? How will I be able to perform? How do you do that? But then when I got the part, I sat down with Lisa and Simon, of course, and Lisa really talked me and Simon through her vision of what she wanted to do and how important the sex scenes were for the series. Like she didn't just want to do intimate scenes just because it's clickbait or because it's intriguing, but we actually wanted to tell a story with the scenes. And I actually got to watch, they told me to watch Normal People because they said that those kinds of sex scenes are kind of what they're going through, more like realistic long intense sex scenes that tells a story. And after that I I actually I just realized, I'm like, I will trust Lisa with my life. I will do anything for her. If she asks me to jump off a cliff for this series, I will do it. So I had a lot of trust in her, which was great. And she really pulled through, and I felt super safe the entire time.
That's amazing to hear because I agree with you. I think like there's been a bit of blowback about sex scenes recently, and people are like, "Oh, you shouldn't show them." But I think sex scenes can really work, and what happens with your character is that they really like affect her and open up stuff that she's kind of kept hidden. How did you unravel this over the course of the show?
Um, it was it was it actually came pretty naturally with how we choreographed the scenes, and we went through it quite thoroughly. Like, okay, so here we will have the camera here. We really want to see that emotion from you here. And I also think it's it's something that me as a private person, you've had bad sex experiences and like like more or less traumatic experiences, and I feel like that really helped me to kind of like go inside and not to open up any doors that I couldn't close, of course, but to kind of like, okay, so when I'm here, it feels like this, to not also to not hurt myself when I'm on set, to not like feel super, what am I, where am I, what am I doing, and there's a whole crew in here and I am naked and everything like that. And of course with a lot of support from the team and from my co-actors, we talked a lot about sex, we talked a lot about our experiences and what we thought would happen during these, like, and how we would protect ourselves if we got really uncomfortable. So I actually felt, like I said before, super safe with everybody in the room and what I was supposed to do, which really made it a lot easier to kind of connect on an emotional level, which I think would have been really hard if I wouldn't have had that support system, kind of. But yeah, I think.
Amazing. Did you have an intimacy coordinator on set as well?
Yes, we had two directors that are like specified on working with sex scenes as well. Um, uh, like, and then we also had our director Lisa, of course. And we did I did workshops with Lucien and Simon and Alma, and then we did choreographed rehearsals with our clothes on, and then we did it before we started shooting, like just rehearsed what we were doing. And during the entire time, we had two intimacy coordinators, so we would feel super safe to be like, can we stop? Can we? I don't feel comfortable with this. And it actually never happened during a scene. We actually never stopped because of any like weird incidences or anything. But it felt really good to just have them there to just look after us. I feel like that's kind of like the intimacy coordinators are kind of a new thing. So we didn't know how we were gonna act with them, and they were kind of new to us. So like, so we kind of just figured it out together, which was it was great.
Incredible. I read an interview with you that Simon feels like a brother to you. So how how was it doing those scenes with someone that you're so close with and friendly with?
Um, it it actually helped. I think the scenes I have with him
Mm.
were the easiest ones to do because we knew each other so well. We'd been hanging out for a couple of months before we started shooting, and I just also because it was a kind of a special set. It was during peak of Corona. We were locked inside of a hotel. Basically, I wasn't allowed to meet anyone except of the crew and the cast. So we got really close during working together, and that really helped. And together with Lisa, we were like a very close knit trio. It made it very because we shot our sex scenes first, so me and Simon, which really helped. So when the like Alma, her first day, she did the threesome with us, which was just I had such a crush on her. She's such an amazing actress. I just love her to death. So we felt really safe when she came in to our trio. We could really take care of her, and she was so freaking cool and just blew our minds away. And same thing with Lucien when I shot the scene with him. I already done all the other sex scenes, so I was really confident, and he was also new to the team at the time. So it was I couldn't have asked for a better co like actor than Simon. He really helped me, and he because I was 36 days all day, and I was really tired and emotionally just a wreck. So he was really there for me, and helped me push through when it was tough and stuff like that. And I it was such a luxury.
It really comes across. I love that you touched upon your relationship with Alma because there's an instant rapport on screen between Siri and Camille, and I was like, this attraction's instantaneous.
Yeah, yeah, it was so funny because she's just such an interesting person, like privately as well. You just get sucked into her because she's so calm and so just such a beautiful person. So when I met her, I was firstly really nervous because I had read about her and seen her work before, and so I was really nervous. But then she was just a very bohemic, wonderful, open person, and I also feel like you can see that I am kind of smitten by her. It's like Siri and me were just like I was just so happy to be able to be in her presence, which was a blessing. So yeah, she's. I hope I get to work with her in the future again because it was great.
Amazing. It's an incredible relationships on screen. And the other thing I loved, because I'm based in London right now, is that it's set and filmed in London. How was it filming in my city?
Oh, we actually didn't film in London at all because of Corona. We were actually filming the entire thing in Malmö, which
Oh,
was
amazing.
yeah, it was so unfortunate, of course. But I think the set was made. We were actually supposed to be in Dublin as the majority of the set, but then because of Corona, we had to just fly in our English British actors and Alma and the team. I think Sarah, who did the set design, and Sarah May White, who did the costumes. They are both lived in London for a very long time, so they it was very important for them for it to fool you guys to think that we were in London. um so but yeah, I wished we would have been in London. That would have been awesome. But most of it is shot in studio, and then the exteriors we tried to find as good environments as possible that looked like um London, and then we did a bit of CGI to make it perfect.
It definitely felt like London,
So.
especially like the second episode where you're all hungover on the tube, and I was like, I've been there.
Yeah. Oh, that was so funny. We were like stuck on a train for an entire day just going pew 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 through south of Sweden. It was so funny. But yeah, I and it was so fantastic to work. It was the first time for me to work with actors that wasn't from Sweden, which was so enlightening and amazing. I made some great friends from the set that I've met like after recording, and it's I haven't done it yet, but I really want to go to London and visit them to because I feel like I've been there a lot now, but I haven't.
I feel like you know it.
Yeah, exactly.
And what I think opens up, setting it in London opens up another thing that I love about the show is that it's very multilingual as well. So how is it getting into the different languages?
So we are really lucky in Sweden. So we do get taught English fairly early in our life. But I also did get a coach, an English coach. She wanted me to do a British accent. Well, we did not have time for that. But I think it's fine since Siri is supposed to be from Sweden. But it's very interesting because it's a completely different experience to act in English. I actually really enjoy it. But you also get sucked in when you actually together with British actors. It's they give you so much help. So yeah. And it was awesome. We had a lot of extras that lived in Sweden but were from England that were like super excited to be a part of it and like pretend that they were at home. And somebody who had a British car and everything. It was just it wasn't a fun experience.
That sounds amazing. Well, that's all I have time for. You've been wonderful.
Oh yeah, this is so lovely.
It's so nice. And the show's incredible, and I can't wait for everyone to see it because it's just such a great little show, and well done on it. And have a lovely rest of the day.
Thank you so much. You too. It's so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Take care.
You too. Bye bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey You Guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.
Hey You Guys!